What's up guys, today I'm going to go through and edit this puddle transition. And it's really simple to edit because it's mostly in camera. So here are my two raw video clips. And the first thing I'm going to do is put them into slow motion because I think this transition will look a lot better in slow motion. And I filmed them in a higher frame rate, so I know I can slow these down. So I'm going to select them both, go over here to the speed wheel and go to automatic speed. And this is going to automatically slow the video clips down to the slowest speed possible in a 24p timeline before it gets all jumpy. The next step is to cut the video clip at the point where the camera gets fully submerged underneath the water on the first clip. So I'm going to cut that one there and then just trim this one before the camera starts moving up from the puddle. And then I'm going to put them together and add a cross dissolve transition in between them to smooth out the transition. So I'm going to put them together, click on one edge of a video clip and press Command T. That will add a cross dissolve transition if it's set as a default. If it's not set as a default, then you can always go over to the transitions tab over here on the right and just search for cross dissolve. So now if I play that back, it actually looks pretty good, but what you can do is just tweak this cross dissolve transition a little bit so that it's in the right place to get a smooth transition. So that actually looks pretty cool. On the first clip, I actually wanted to set this upside down so that you would look at the reflection and then the transition would just be one way instead of dipping in and out the puddle. But the reflection on this shot isn't that sharp, so it didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to be. But still, I'm going to flip this around and it still looks pretty cool. So that is pretty much the basic editing to this. So now I'm just going to go through the process of editing GoPro footage to make it look a bit more cinematic and show you the effects that I would use when editing GoPro footage. So I'm going to go to my titles and add an adjustment layer. I'll leave the link to this plugin down below. It just makes it easier to add effects to multiple video clips. So the first effect I'm going to add is the CC lens effect to get rid of the fisheye effect on GoPro footage. So I'll leave the link to this plugin down below. And if we use this slider here, we can just get rid of the curves that the GoPro adds, the fisheye effect. Just makes it look a bit more cinematic. Okay, so now I'm going to add a slow zoom out effect to this first video clip. So I'm going to select the video clip, go to the transform tool, add a keyframe at the end here, and then go to the beginning and zoom in and position the shot so the composition is a bit better for the reflection shot. So that just adds a little bit of movement. So let's add some movement to this second shot. I want to add like a zoom in to the wheel as it comes up. So I'm going to select the transform tool, hit the keyframe button here. That's where I want the zoom to start. And then we'll end the zoom about here, just so we can focus on this wheel and like the water coming off the wheel a bit more. So next step is to do a bit of color grading. I'm going to go to my effects tab, go down to color and add the custom LUT effect. And then I'm going to add one of my color LUT presets. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to buy these color presets. So once I've added my LUT to my adjustment layer, I'm then going to individually color grade each video clip. So I'm going to go to my first one, go up to my color board and just do some basic contrast by going to the exposure tab and just adding a bit of basic contrast. And this second video clip needs a lot of work because it's really bright on the right hand side and then quite dark on the left hand side. I've managed to bring back some detail in the sky, but I want to brighten up the part on the left hand side which has the water spraying up from the wheel. So I'm going to add another color board, and on this one I'm going to add a shape mask so that I can only affect this part of the video clip with the color grade. So once I've added this shape mask, I'm going to click the outside on the mask and then change the exposure, try and brighten this up. Cool, and there we go. That is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.